All right, welcome back to another Victoria Events with Kayla Shaw in the Chick-fil-A studios. Guys, we've made it. New year, new me, all that good stuff. We are here. But more importantly, we just hit season 5 of the show. I want to thank all the sponsors. I want to thank Steve-O, Ethan, Thrive Fuel, everybody and all the guests that have come on. It's been fun. We're in season 5 now. We've done well over 100 episodes of this show. But we're just getting started. So on that note, ladies, Happy New Year. Thank you for coming in. You guys always do it big. Like you go red, you go big, you do big things. And you're back again. Took a little break from COVID, but you're back ready to kick in the door. So if you wouldn't mind, let's start at the very beginning. Introduce yourselves and let them know who you were here with, if you don't mind.
My name is Melissa Dollins. I'm the oncology patient navigator at DTAR Hospital.
Outstanding.
And I am Rhonda Reeder, and I am the Director of Clinical Outreach at DTAR.
Outstanding. Well, first off, thanks for what you all do. It's a ton, and I see you all over the community, always doing stuff, and that's when you're not like healing people and all that. So thank you for that. And Go Red, talk to me about it. This is you all's big deal. I mean, several years ago, you came in and when this show was very first starting in my little tiny office studio. Y'all had big boas and all that. You were just as passionate then as you are now.
Yes.
But you're growing, you're getting bigger. So tell me all about it.
So we started Go Red for Women back in 2017. The goal is to educate on heart conditions and what there is to learn about women. We always set aside ourselves so we can take care of others. Mm-hmm. And people don't realize that heart disease is very, very common in women. So every year we try to raise money and awareness for Go Red for Women for the American Heart Association. So this year we're bringing it back. We did it in 2020 and we took a break due to COVID. And so finally for 2023, we're able to have the event again. The event is going to include 10 models in our community that have suffered some type of cardiac event. It'll be a fun night. The theme this year is Alice in Wonderland. So let your imagination wonder what that might look like for you and your table. And then we're also going to have vendors that evening. So there'll be shopping, there'll be a little bit of wine, there'll be a purse auction. Mike Posey is coming through with his wonderful catering for
yes.
us.
Okay.
So,
maybe we should have just led with that. That was a good start. Yeah, that food's good stuff.
Yeah.
But so I want to break down a few things here because some of the things you all do is pretty neat. Let's talk about those table decorations. And when you say people, what do you mean by I can decorate a table like Alice in Wonderland? What in the heck does that mean?
So when people purchase a table, we've learned in the past that people are very competitive, and we have a lot of talented women in Victoria. And so with that, when they purchase their table, we're letting them use the Queen of Heart theme from Alice in Wonderland and just go big or go home on your table. And that night we will have some judges that are not from Victoria come in and judge the best table for the evening. So it makes it a little competitive, but it also makes it fun.
For the right reasons.
That's right.
And those, they get pretty grand and elaborate from my understanding. I remember seeing some pictures and I was like, good Lord, like they did some really cool stuff here.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So for Team DTAR, this is what our event's going to be. There's a lot of fundraising that goes on. The actual Heart Walk is February the 4th at the Victoria College, and it's a great opportunity to get out and walk for a great cause. But as DTAR, this is our team event, and we want to show Victoria that we support the American Heart Association. The money that is raised from this goes back to them. This goes for research. This goes for medications. Many different things, and we have a strong cardiac program here in Victoria, and we just want to support that and continue to grow that program. So I think our last year that we did this event, we raised $20,000.
Wow.
So if we could double that, Caleb, that would be awesome.
I think that's a great goal, and you know, to piggyback on the heart stuff is you know, I just recently went through some weird heart issues, and it's spooky, and it also kind of just lets you know how we're all human, and you know, and it spooked me because I realized how much I didn't know, and how much I was at the mercy of the health field to kind of like educate me and help me and all of that. So, you know, and it also made me my lack of awareness of things. Like
Right.
I didn't understand a lot of it. And so I appreciate events like this because the ticker is not something to mess with. And and so I think things like this are great, especially when you're able to bring in local people that have had these issues and can relate to it, and you can see that person and all of that.
And you can even celebrate them.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Our models have all been, patients at some point. And so this is a great opportunity to celebrate how innovative medicine is, including here in Victoria. Because
ma'am.
anyone who gets a diagnosis is immediately scared. They want to travel to the city.
Mm-hmm.
They're just unaware that Victoria has innovative medicine right here in your backyard. So you're not having to travel all over the roads, bearing whatever weather South Texas is giving us that day.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
So it's really great to celebrate these patients and also celebrate the physicians and the capabilities that we have here at home.
Absolutely. That was one of the things is I was guilty of. It was like, I didn't even know we had all this cardiology stuff here in Victoria. So I immediately
Right.
thought, well, I need to go find me a Houston or San Antonio doctor.
Right.
But it luckily one of my friends works in that area, and she was like, wait, let me help you. We have all this here, and I
Right.
didn't know. And they were also kind. They took me in, put me on a treadmill, made me run big old
Oh,
meanies.
yeah.
But
Oh,
they, but I got that good health care locally, and
That's right.
everybody was paying attention. Everybody was interested, and I left with peace of mind. And so I agree. And to all those people, like it was appreciated because I got kind of freaked out when my heart messed up, or thought it was messing up, And
Right.
so, what do we need to do to make sure this is a huge, successful event?
Well, we are going to start ticket sales today.
Okay.
The tickets are $50 per person, and that's going to include your dinner and fashion show event. But we're really trying to build sponsors at this point. We really need some support from the community. Also, if you're wanting to buy a table, we're selling the tables for $400. You gather your friends and get creative and really show us what's your creative mode for the event of Queen of the Heart.
What does a sponsor look like? If somebody's sitting around and they don't know if they'd be a good sponsor, when you say you need sponsors, what are you kind of looking for?
People to really want to support the American Heart Association and give back.
Okay.
We right now currently we have several sponsors, but we're just needing a few more to make the event super successful for the community.
Outstanding. How can they get in touch with you? What's the best way to do that? And how can they follow everything that you guys are doing?
So right now we have a page on Facebook. It is Victoria Go Red for Women,
Okay.
and we update it frequently with what's going on or who our sponsors are. If you would like to get a hold of me or want information about tickets, the number to call is the 361-648-3034, and you'll see these flyers around town. UPS is one of our great sponsors, so
Outstanding.
they'll be making us some posters, so these will be around town. But feel free to give us a call. We can meet you somewhere. We'll have ticket locations, and I'll update that on the Facebook page as soon as we have those.
Outstanding.
And
Well,
even if you're
okay.
unable to sponsor, and due to a budget, there are other opportunities that are available, whether it is donating a raffle item, donating something for our silent auction. So there is nothing
Reach out
too
regardless.
Small. There's
Yeah.
nothing too
Every little
small
bit
to
appreciated.
accommodate everybody.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for the hard work on this, ladies. It's always a real pleasure to see you. Again, thank you for all that you do in the community. Go Red for Women, February 2nd. Sponsors, reach out now. Get ready. And let's take a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Happy holidays from the South Texas Strutters.
I'm David Murphy with Chick-fil-A Victoria. Chick-fil-A made its debut in Victoria, Texas way back in 1980 with our first restaurant in Victoria Mall. 20 years later, our first freestanding location opened at Whispering Creek. Fast forward another 20 years and our licensed location opened inside the UHV University Commons. Next is our biggest endeavor yet, a massive new restaurant taking up an entire city block on Rio Grande. When it opens, we will have grown our Chick-fil-A Victoria family from 20 team members back in 1980 to more than 250 dedicated and caring people who are proud to serve our guests and community by building lasting relationships and creating unforgettable experiences. It is our pleasure to serve you, Victoria.
The First State Bank would like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas from the friendliest bank anywhere.
All right, guys, we are back in the Chick-fil-A studios. We've got our next guest. She has not been on the show before. She is not nervous at all. Young lady, if you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourself and let them know who you are here with.
I am Mallory Crabb. I am the wedding and event coordinator at Spring Creek Place Event Center.
Outstanding. So, really nice place out there. You guys, it's set up and all that, but I'm a total boy. What in the world is a Premier Bridal Showcase? I don't overly know what that is. Talk to me about it. Give me all the details.
Well, we got started during COVID. I guess with the pilot club not doing theirs, it was kind of like, what do we do? Like all the wedding vendors, they get a lot of their business, a lot of their bookings from that showcase or from their events. So a lot of them approached me and said, hey, would you think about doing one? And I was like, I guess.
They roped you in, huh?
Yeah. So, I was nervous because I wanted it to be successful for the vendors as well as, everybody be happy that attended the event. But it was very successful. So here we are coming up on our third one. So
that's super cool. So when you say vendors, walk me through this. Again, I'm a dumb boy.
Sorry.
I don't really know how this works. So do you have local vendors in the community that set up booths or something? Or how does it work?
Essentially, when you go to a bridal fair, a bridal showcase, anything like that, you have decorators, photographers, caterers.
Kind of everybody in the industry, it sounds like.
Yeah, just anybody and everybody that you kind of need for your big day, makeup artists, hairstylists, things like that.
So is this thing geared towards brides, or is it geared towards brides and grooms, or is it geared, like, who's your, again, I forgive me, I'm not a Premier Bridal Showcase expert, so who's the target audience in this? I mean, I know everybody is welcome, I understand, but is it for the ladies, kind of, sort of, a little bit, roundabout?
Yeah, the only boys we get, the grooms, are the ones that are kind of drug along.
You're coming to this, come on.
Might as well, my husband was like, I only care what I'm wearing and what kind of food I put in my mouth, other than that, it's on you.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty much, with my experience, that's what most grooms say.
But if I was a young bride and my wedding was coming up and I had not booked all these different things yet, this would be something I would want to go to because I would be exposed to all the people in the industry, and I could kind of walk through and maybe meet some of them and all that good stuff.
It's kind of overwhelming for, this is something you don't do weekly, yearly, hopefully once in your life, right?
Let's hope. Yep.
It's sometimes you'll get two if it's a vow renewal or something like that.
I got a buddy that could have gone to like 6 of these things, but we won't talk about him. Moving on.
There's always somebody. But,
just kidding,
but even if you're doing a vow renewal or something like that,
Yes,
and so you've been out of the game for 20 years and you don't really know who's who anymore around here, it's just like a one-stop shop. You can come in and just check out all the vendors, see who you vibe with. You can set up meetings, you could book right then and there. A lot of them have, they do specials. So like, hey, if you book with us today, you'll get this percentage discount, or you get entered in the drawing to win this. It's just really fun for the brides. They get some good swag kind of things.
A lot of this is important for them to do early too. Like if they're getting, say, married next month, they don't want to be starting right now. Like they need to get on this like last year, right, or something.
They're done by a month out.
Game over. Just go to the justice of the peace at this point. Yeah.
You are a total boy. It is. They're done by.
I told you.
They're done by 30 days out, pretty much. I mean, you can go in, you can set up all the meetings, because it's a lot. You go here, you go there, you go there. You can't take off work. But here, hey, it's a Sunday. We're all here for you. Just come in and check us out, see who you like, who you don't, book what you want. And,
yes, ma'am. Well, that, like you said, that is this Sunday, January. I still can't believe we're in January. January 8th, 2023. It's gonna take me a while to get that. If I want to ask questions or reach out to you or any of these things, how do we contact you? How do I find you? How do I get all the information that I need? You
can message us on Facebook, or our phone number, What is it? 578-0105.
0105.
Yeah,
Yes.
0105.
0105. I would say that. Yeah. And that's at Spring Creek Place Event Center. And so that phone number, the 361-578-0105, that's for Spring Creek, and they can reach you out there.
And I usually don't answer that, but our answering service gets a message to me.
Yeah, it will get to you. And then they got you. Absolutely. Well, am I forgetting anything that you can think of?
I'm sure I'll remember when we're done.
You know, and then it'll be too late. We've already moved on, and wait, God, ignore it. But no, great job. Thank you for coming on the 2023 Premier Bridal Showcase. And I see you did have it written down right here, so I didn't even have to make this extra note here.
Yeah,
see, you were all over this.
I wrote it.
Great job. You did well.
Tickets are sold at the door.
Tickets are sold. How much are they?
$5 for brides,
Okay.
$8 for general admission.
Gotcha.
But if brides bring 4 general admission, they get them free.
There you go. Okay. Sounds like a heck of a deal.
Yeah.
We will see you this Sunday out there. Spring Creek Place Event Center, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yep.
Go check it out. Let's take a quick break for our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Hey guys, this is your Aria Victoria team wishing you a happy holidays. Call us or stop by today. We'll give you 1 month free to start the new year off right.
I love the taste of the holidays, especially when I'm sipping on Chick-fil-A Victoria's seasonal peppermint chip shake. It's so festive and made with my favorite Chick-fil-A ice cream and chips of peppermint bark topped off with whipped cream and a cherry on top. And when I'm in the mood for a warm-up, I order a cup full of cozy chicken tortilla soup. It's hearty, spicy, and creamy. These holiday menu items are just like winter in 2 cups. Don't forget, they're only available for a limited time. Good thing I already ordered mine on my Chick-fil-A app through team member delivery.
Happy holidays from Armor Air AC Heating and Plumbing family.
Please give us a call today for any of your AC, heating, or plumbing needs.
Happy holidays.
Hey guys, John from the Chopping Block. Wanted to come to you today and give you a piece of advice for cooking your prime ribs this year. This year, when you go to buy your prime rib, wherever that may be, have your butcher hinge it, which is this. We pretty much remove the bones all the way off. That way, when you're done cooking this bad boy, it's much easier to remove the bones and slice, and also gives you a nice extra side to be able to season to add the flavors that you want to incorporate into your prime rib. You just close it back up when you're done. Tie it back in place.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Rosewood Funeral Chapels. This month is the month of giving. We are giving an extra discount for all of our pre-planning funerals for all of our families and clients out there. So come in and let's save you guys some Christmas money.
Awesome. Looks like my Chick-fil-A delivery has arrived.
Order for Caleb?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go, a peppermint shake and your tortilla soup.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Guys, I'm gonna dig into this, but don't forget this is only available for a limited time, so get yours ordered today.
Hi, this is Alex Figueroa for the Mattress Room. Happy holidays from our family to yours. Come by and take advantage of our $100 holiday coupons. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
All right, gang, we are back. We've got a new guest, but not a new guest, if that makes sense. She is new here, but she is, well, why don't you tell me? I get all excited every time, and I ruin this every time you guys come on. But let them know who you're here with, young lady, and who you are, please.
I'm Felicia Boyd. I am company manager here for Theater Victoria.
Well, thank you for being here. I'm glad you were able to make it, Miss Felicia. Everybody always hears me rant and rave about how much I like Theater Victoria, and so I'm always glad to have you guys come on because you all have something coming up this weekend that I think is a lot of fun, and I know people get excited for it, and it's kind of a big deal for you all, so tell me all about it.
This Saturday, we have our annual talent show coming up for Theater Victoria. It's kind of
So
fun.
what is an annual talent show? I mean, I get it yearly, understand that part of it, but it's been a while since I've done any type of talent show. I don't know how much talent I have left, but if I thought I had some or whatever, what is a theater talent show?
Well, you know what? I've been describing it recently as The Voice meets America's Got Talent kind of thing.
That sounds pretty good to me.
So we're kind of asking you if you juggle, if you're a ventriloquist, if you're a dance group, if you sing, if you act, anything that is a talent.
If you're the guy that entertains your family at Christmas or Thanksgiving,
with bad
and
dad
all these,
jokes, yes. If you're
come
a
on out.
comedian
This
and you
is
have
your moment to shine.
Yeah, live stand-up. I would love to see some live stand-up.
You know, well, my wife doesn't laugh at my jokes anymore, so maybe somebody else will. I should come out there and try because she just doesn't find the humor in what I'm doing anymore. But I like this. So you can have singers. You can have jokes or improv, stand-up comedy. You can have, well, let's see, what else? I mean, basically anything. Juggling, like you said.
Juggling, ventriloquist, if you have a dummy, like, I don't know, you know.
What were you getting at with it? Like, were you referring to my wife having a... No?
Well,
oh, okay. Well, you just
maybe.
said if you have a dummy. I thought you were talking my wife, like, never mind. That was a bad joke. See, so I get trying to make jokes in here with theater people. I strike out. But anyway, so basically any kind of weird talent, cool talent, funny talent.
Yeah.
Bring
Anything.
it.
We're looking for anything. We are opening it up to the community. We want you to come with any kind of talent you have. If you play bottles, if you know, I want to see what Victoria has to offer. I have not been here in 20 years, so I'd like to see what.
Yeah, where have we gone in 20 years?
Where
what
has it gone since I've come back? What's going on? So
careful
what
you ask for. That.
I mean.
No, I think it's great, and I hope you, and these are, just to be clear, these are the auditions.
These are the auditions. So January 7th, we have our auditions, and then if you make it through audition process, on January 28th, we actually have the live competition where we'll have 3 to 4 judges who are judging, and then you get a trophy. Best adult category, best kid category, and then we have a People's Choice Award.
So what if somebody's nervous? You know, a lot of times the hardest part is the audition, is walking, you know, I've been juggling in front of my family for years, but I've never gone and done it in front of you guys and whatever. Why should I not be intimidated by the audition process? Why should I still come out and audition even though I'm nervous and I've never done this before? Is everybody going to like punch me when I get through? Tackle me,
no one will
real
tackle
mean to me?
No one will punch
not
you.
Not make me feel welcome at all?
No, I'll be there for sure. So, you just come in, you say who you are. I try to, like, when I do auditions, I want it to be like a really welcoming environment. There's no need to be nervous. Just come in and talk to us.
You guys want us to succeed.
Yes.
You know, you
always.
don't want us to come in and fall flat on our face, and because you all want, you're obviously hosting a show, so you want the talent.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things, you know, I was super nervous the first time I was going to walk in there, but I want to be absolutely clear how welcoming everybody was.
Okay.
Like, the opening the door was the hardest part. From there, it was all downhill because everybody, every single time, whether I got the part or not, made me feel comfortable. I felt like I started gaining new friends there, and some of the theater people are still like some of my favorite people because you build bonds in the trenches with these.
Well, yeah, you do. I mean, you are in the trenches, and we try to be a family. Like, really, we bring home that, you know, once you do a show with us, once you come compete, once you come do anything with us, backstage, front of house, anything, we want you to come back. We want you to feel like you are part of our family, and that's one of those big things.
You really are, because the theater cast and crew, they really come from all over Victoria and all over the country, and so your little group back there when you're back with all the theater crew, like, they're from all over, and they wouldn't be my typical circle of friends that if I wasn't in theater, I probably wouldn't run into a lot of these groups or circles. And then here we are, you know, like this, you know, and we finish shows up there, we finish stuff, and I feel like these are friends for life.
They are, and you start getting war stories, and like, years from now when you come back together, you're telling these stories about, hey, do you remember when we did this? Hey, do you remember that? And that's really what Theater Victoria is about. We are trying to bring back volunteers, bring back people, and let you know that we're here and we want you to be here. We're open for business. We want you back.
You know, and on another note, I think besides the fun and the entertainment and all that, I think it does people well to learn to be comfortable getting up on a stage. I mean, I know it surface level, it's weird, it's awkward, I gotta go get on a stage in front of people, but I think it helps so much outside of life too, to put that confidence in, to give people the ability to speak in public, or, you know, to go up and take command of a stage if you have to, or
oh yes,
or
definitely.
Like that.
Public speaking, that's a really big thing, and we all have to get a little better at doing that, because communication has gone from us having conversations to us having conversations on phones. So being able to go on a stage and like have to communicate with like eye contact and like have a conversation, that's really important, and that's something we all need to kind of bring back.
Absolutely. Well, I could not agree more. So that's this Saturday, January 7th. Audition slots begin at 10 a.m. at the Welder Center. How can they reach it? Do they have to set an appointment or anything? Just show up and walk in?
We would like them to set a slot, but if they just want to come in, we will take anyone off the street who wants to come in and audition.
Completely understand. How can they register or do that spot?
theatervictoria.org, click on auditions. There's a big flyer on the front that says auditions, and it'll take you to casting manager. You just sign up for your slot. And again, if you just want to walk in, we'll take you there too.
Yeah, and it really is that, like, everybody's going to welcome you in, and it just do it. Like, it's a cool thing.
Yes, please come.
Yes, right. And we'll tease it now, but we won't get into it. We may or may not, well, I've got some stuff coming up with the theater in the near future that we will get to down the road, but I'm just really excited for all of it. So thank you again for all that you guys do. Theater Victoria is a huge part of Victoria, and I'm grateful for it. Anything I'm forgetting?
No, I think you got everything.
Well, thank you for being here. Happy New Year. Guys, again, Season 5 just getting going. We wrapped up 2022. We were very, very blessed. We met a lot of cool people. Covered a lot of cool events. But overall, again, just very blessed. God was good to us. He allowed us to do these things, and we're grateful. Make sure you support our sponsors. Make sure you support all these events, all these people in the community trying to make a difference. They can't do it without our support. So back them, support them. And guys, we'll see you at the next one. Thanks so much for tuning in to Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. Make sure you comment down below, like the post, share the post. It really helps the algorithms. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow our page. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And if you have an event coming on you want featured on Victoria Events, shoot us a message. We'd love to help you get the word out there. Lastly, make sure you support our sponsors. We could not do this show without them, so we're very grateful. Thanks so much, Victoria, and we'll see you at the next one.